Hello my planner friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Planner Lex. Thank you to any returning subscribers and welcome to any new subscribers or future subscribers or new people. Anyway, it's Planner Lex, your favorite planner girl, and we're back with a video I haven't done in a while, which is a monthly planner setup situation where I'm setting up my month, planning ahead, making sure everything's all set in terms of planning. And I haven't done this in a while because I've been in and out of systems and methods, and I just haven't really quite been in the groove lately. And I still am not 100% there, but I think I've gotten better, and I just want to be realistic and show you guys what I've been up to and give you something entertaining to watch in terms of me planning and stuff. So it's July 2nd now, and I'm getting ready to plan out July. As you guys know, I do follow this little routine here, so I'm going to be walking myself through this. Yeah, so let's just get started. Move my A6 to the side for now because the first step is completing my monthly review. But first, I just want to show you guys what June looks like, because in order to review June, I have to take a look back at it. That's fine. So this is what June looks like. Pretty basic and plain. I've been kind of trying to simplify things a little bit, so that's what I did. This is pretty much just pen and paper and literally one washi sticker. I might go back and add a couple more stickers just because it's done already, and I like to have a nice little spread to look back on. Like, for example, let's see. That was March, February. It's just cute. It's just cute. Monthly spreads are cute to me. I feel like a lot of people say they don't like monthly spreads, but I do. So I'm going to look back on this and use this to fill out my June review. That's what I meant by monthly review. So I have this, and then I also recently created, I bring the A6 back out. Forgot to show you this. I recently created myself a little monthly reflection guide. So there's 10 little things I can kind of write about. I'm going to use that. I'll probably fill it out on the other side of this page because it's blank. And then I also totally forgot to mention June marks the midway point. So I not only have to fill out my quarter 2 worksheet, but wait, I think I passed it. No, it's in my goal section. So I have to fill out my quarter 2 review because another 3 months have gone by. Kind of need to track where my progress and my goals have been, my accomplishments, improvements, and notes. And then it's also middle of the year, so I could also reflect on how things are going now that half the year is gone. So there's a lot of reviewing that needs to go on, and I'm probably not going to do everything on camera just because it's going to take a really long time. So I'm going to take some time, fill these things out, and come back to you when it's all done and just give you a quick little glance over, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I'm back and I've completed all my reviews. I actually had a really good time doing this, and it felt good to kind of really be honest with myself in terms of my goal progress and stuff like that. There's no point in setting goals in the beginning of the year and never looking at them again. So I found that going back into my goals section and really looking at the goals that I set in detail and then assessing them and reviewing them, reflecting on them, felt really good, and I'm feeling inspired to now go into the third quarter. So I did this as well. Gave myself a rating, so that's kind of what the 8 Lotus sheet is for: accomplishments, improvements each quarter, and then in the notes section I give myself a rating in each of the areas that the CESAV goal worksheet provides. So quarter 1 I was at 51% overall. And in quarter 2, I'm giving myself 43%. So I've gone down, what is that, 9 plus 3? I've gone down about 12% between quarter 1 and quarter 2. So I'm hoping quarter 3 I can see an increase and get to even higher than 51%. And I know that can happen if I'm actually consistent with my goals and my processes and my routines. That's something I actually noted to myself, that I think I need to refresh my goals. I mean, not my goals, I'm sorry. Refresh my routines that help me take care of my goals. I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon a little bit. So let me put this away for now, and I'm glad I got that done so I can move on to the real planning. Oh yeah, so I told you I did this, right? So that's what this part is. This is the reflection that I made. That's what I ended up putting here on the back of the calendar insert. So all my review processes are done, my reflection processes I mean, and I can put this card back in here. So freaking cute. I love how that design came out. And then I'm going to go back into this routine page and do the next step, which is adding dates, appointments, and birthdays into July. So that's what I'm going to take care of now. I started to put some things on there already, but now I'm going to finish it up for as much as I know so far. This is not correct. Take that off. So I do kind of pre-plan the year. Well, I guess I could first check out the holidays, since that's the first page I come into contact with. Check off the holidays that have passed and take a look at the July holidays, which we can see are Independence Day, Parents' Day, and a holiday I don't celebrate, so I don't know how to pronounce that. So I guess I'll put in Parents' Day. Why not? Who knows if I'll actually like do anything for my parents. I'm sorry. I will just try to be extra sweet to them on that day. So let me add that in. See, if I didn't check that, I wouldn't have known that that holiday was there. There's my goals, my calendar overview, and then in this section I pre-plan usually like birthdays and anniversaries, things I know well in advance. But as you can see, for quarter 3, I don't have much going on that I know of so far. It's hard to plan that much in advance, but if I do somehow like find something, like let's say for quarter 4 now, I will pre-plan it in here before I put it in my monthly pages. And I actually have, especially if it's like an appointment, I also recently re-added this pull-out from Peanuts Planner Co. for any like future appointments and things like that. So if I'm on the go and I need to schedule something or make note of any sort of future date, I have that option as well. So yeah, so for this coming month, July, all I have is this appointment that I've already noted here. So this is looking like these are my main events per se. If you asked me 2 days ago, I would have told you that I'd be traveling in these days, but that's not happening anymore either. So as far as I can see, I don't see any really solid dates yet. No, I don't. Oh, actually, yeah, no, I don't. I don't see any sort of date. Oh, I do have another therapy appointment on Monday. I'm gonna just put that at the bottom because this is gonna become a regular thing. We're trying to decide on a date, a weekly date for my therapy, but in the meantime, it has varied a little bit. But other than that, I really don't have anything else. So that leaves step 3, which is estimating days for monthly tasks. So let me also just add that I have a day. I'm gonna be off on this day. So for monthly reoccurring tasks, some of you guys may know that I use the reoccurring task flags. I don't know why this sticker is here, so taking that off. I would love to get a few more of those colors, so I could do a little bit more color coding, but in the meantime, I do have these. So other than that, I don't think I have anything else I really need to note. So this is really what I'm gonna leave for the month so far. I will show you that I have the stickers from the planner spot that I used to use to decorate a lot. I mean, I still use them, but I found myself wanting to simplify a little bit more. So I'm excited to use these stickers for July. So next step is actually I feel like I should take a quick glance at this spread as well, because this used to be one-sided, and then I added this other side to remind me of things that may not be like permanent or like exact, but things I should keep in mind to plan each month. We'll take care of the goals and the projects in the next step. Expenses I'm not even going to do on camera. I do my finances separately. I already know what Bible book I'm going to be reading this month. I'm going to be taking care of, it's in my A6 planner here, going to be taking care of Galatians and Ephesians. So I know that for my Bible book. I have not been reading casually at all, so I'm not even going to plan myself. I'm not even going to plan one out. It's pretty much an unrealistic goal at this point. A healthy habit or fitness challenge. That might be something I put on my July overview, so I gotta remember to do that. So I'm gonna grab one of these cotton page flags and just kind of like stick it out so that I remember. Go back and do that. Okay. Study plan, I haven't really been on top of that, but that's something, again, I can do not on this monthly spread, but on another sort of spread or tracker. For date nights, not dating anyone at this time, so that's not relevant. At least one visit with friends. I already planned that here. For YouTube videos, I'm going to plan that here. This is my content planner. So that's, again, that's something else I need to go back and do. Volunteer day, haven't been doing that either. And it's a little bit harder now that, you know, coronavirus is restricting things, but at the same time, maybe they need my help more than ever. So I might keep that in the back of my head. Movies, that's not something people can do right now again, but maybe while we're at home together, over the next couple of days for the holiday, 4th of July holiday, we can do like a movie night one of these days. And I can also plan to learn a skill. I've been really good with my goal of learning how to cook, so I've been doing that every single Tuesday, and I like to just remind myself of that. So I just literally put like a little, I just write cook and I put ... so I can pre-plan what I might want to make. This day doesn't need to happen. It's the beauty of a friction pen. I can erase, and that's why I like to use the friction pens in my monthly spread. So cook. So yeah, so that's kind of like another little list I have. I highly recommend having a to-plan list so you don't forget just various things that might not be as obvious as like appointments and events to put in your monthly page. So that's done. Then the next step would be creating a new inbox. I actually took the initiative and did that already to save a little bit of time. This is the stack of June pages, which includes my June spread that was in my A6. As you can see, my like June little overview that I kept in my A6. And some of my daily pages, my weekly pages, and then my inbox So I refreshed it. I got rid of the things that have already been checked off. And I already added a new one in my to-do section, in my task section. So that's there. That's my new inbox. And as I've been like planning and reviewing things, I've already started to, on sticky notes, write a couple more things that need to get added to, that need to be added to this inbox. So I'm gonna just throw that in here to remind myself to add those in to the inbox. And then transfer last month unfinished, did that already. Brain dump, projects and goals. Now that sounds like my July overview. Let's work on that July overview. Set some goals, plan out some projects, and take care of these few tasks, monthly tasks. So this is kind of something I need to think about. So I'm gonna do this off camera and come back to you when it's all filled out and just kind of walk you through. So I'm not sure where I got cut off, but I've been working on filling this out, and I realize I need to remind myself to project plan a few things before I divide things up into weeks, because I can't just do it off the top of my head. I need to pick a fitness challenge. I need to talk to my family about weekly quality time, whether it's game nights or movie nights or even something else. I need to project plan what I want to accomplish by the end of the week in terms of like a job search and like a game plan for a future career planning. And I need to, another project plan is like buying a car this month. Like I have the money saved up, but I need to figure out like what my finance situation is, how much I want to pay per month, how much insurance is going to be, all that jazz. And once I do that, then I can go back in this sheet and fill out what needs to be accomplished each week. And I love that I have this 5th week to make sure everything else gets done, taken care of. So there's that. And then finally, my last goal was to finish my desk area. So again, that's something I'll just make some progress on throughout the month. But I should be working on it maybe once a week again. I can also even make yet another project planning sheet to see what it is exactly I need to do, whether it's like de-stash a few things, decorate the grid board that I just bought, clear out my desk, clean things out, reorganize things, and decide what I need to do each week. So I'm gonna do another project plan for the desk stuff. So these are even more tasks I'm going to rewrite when I have more time into my task section, my inbox section. And some of these are going to be written here, and then they'll actually need to be rewritten again onto like a task management sheet or a project planning sheet. So it's like I'm planning to plan something else. But I'm feeling pretty satisfied with how this came out, and I'm gonna stick this back in. None of these have any specific dates I want to write in now. I don't think. Yeah, I'll leave it blank for now because I don't want to write things in that can vary. It really irks me when things don't happen. I know I'm not the only one. So I completed my July review. And put you guys back in view. And the next step, I believe, is going to be brainstorming my posts and videos. Yep, brainstorming posts and videos. So, oh, wait, actually, I didn't write down my monthly focus. So I think I'm gonna just quickly write that my monthly focus is kind of gonna be not self-care. I almost wrote self-care. So it's gonna be soul searching, whether it's through therapy that I'm having, journaling in my lifestyle designer spreads and such, and like doing research. And then I'm also focusing on goal progress, staying consistent, and following the routines and plans that I make. Okay, so back to the content planning. I've showed this on Instagram for sure, but this is my Planner Spot monthly month-in-one page. This is what it looks like for June. So I have my content. I just, write out my monthly spread and just write a few things that I might want to post about on Instagram, or any videos I want to maybe get out there. I've been trying to do comments on Sundays, like take care of any comments or any messages in my inbox on Sundays. And then I did plan to film videos on Fridays so that I could post them on Saturdays. But I think this time I'm going to leave out any recurring things out so I don't have to continually write them, and just leave in things I know for sure I want to post about, or videos I want to release on particular days. And then I also use that bottom section for, again, planning out important topics for videos. So I totally just remembered that I recently got in the Planner Spot sub box, and I'm sure she'll put this in the main shop soon, these removable labels that I saw her use in this spread, I believe it was, but in personal size. So these don't fit exactly right, but it's okay. I might still use them anyway for my videos in my content spread, because I find that I'll plan videos for a certain week and then realize I want to do something else, or it just doesn't, I don't film it on the day I need to. So I might use these, and then I also occasionally will use like the, removable page flags. And I think that will come in really handy, so I just wanted to tell you guys that. But otherwise, I will not be planning my content in front of you guys, obviously, because I want to keep it a surprise on what I have coming up for the most part. But I just wanted to show you kind of how it will look when I'm done. And then I totally forgot to do this as part of my review process, but I have also been liking to keep track of my increase, my growth on my channel and my Instagram page. So I quickly did check those numbers, and when I did check, it was like yesterday, but it could be a little bit different today, but it's okay. Still, at the end of June, my YouTube, which is in this color, was at 732, and my Instagram was at 2406. So I did reach my goal for Instagram, but I did not reach my goal for YouTube, which is probably makes a lot of sense, because I didn't end up posting all these videos that I thought I would. But that's fine. I'm still going to continue to set new goals. And that's what the back of my content planner page looks like. I will put any upcoming projects or tasks related to upcoming videos and things. Any notes. I was considering reopening the planner therapy thing, but I'm not ready for that. So that is not happening anytime soon. I need to work on more pertinent goals at this time. And then at the bottom here, I will track my growth. So I'll do the same thing for July, set some new goals in terms of growth for the month, and be situated in terms of social media and planning. And that actually reminds me, one thing I will say that I forgot to add to any of these is I'm hoping if my planner comes, that could not only be a video, but that's going to be a project, because I'm going to want to set that up. So in the notes section on my review overview, I'm going to write maybe a planner setup might be coming up this month, which is whenever I'm doing a planner setup, I kind of drop everything else and like dive into it. So if that happens, I need to be prepared. So I'm going to put that here, and then I'm also going to put that on my content in terms of like my notes section, because it's related to videos that I could be putting out this month. So I will give you that. I might have a new planner coming and a new setup to show you in a video. So that's my content. And then I'm going to come back and, you know what? I think I can just kind of finish this off actually. So I'm going to do my content, as I said, at least 100 times now. I no longer do a attending list, but I do have habit trackers that I want to show you that I also have already prepared for the most part. I have the tasks. I have my monthly habitual tasks in my A6 here, some weekly, monthly, and daily tasks that I want to keep track of. There, and then in my health section, I also need to set up, did I set it up already? My beauty tracker, beauty and self-care tracker, because I realized I have so many, I didn't do the best at tracking it, but I realized I have so many different like beauty related things I want to make sure I'm on top of, and I think with the tracker that could work. However, when it comes to daily stuff, I'm not the best at tracking it, so I'm considering just using the weekly, monthly area. So that's another thing. That's another tracker I could quickly set up. So that's another habit tracker that got set up. I showed you guys my other one. Those are the only two I have at this time. But I wanted to show you again something else from the planner spot is these July trackers that just came in. And I think I will use these to track some of those other challenges and goals that I'm going to be setting up. Maybe like YouTube, social media posts, my fitness situation, challenge or whatever, something like that, and use these as little trackers. So I'm excited about that. So habit trackers are set up. I'm going to do my finances separately, off camera, of course. I have a lot of finance planning to do, especially with the upcoming car purchase. And I also need to replenish some of my inserts. That's the last task. So I'm going to go in and just show you guys areas where I've already added and do a little bit more adding of inserts that I need. So I showed you that I already added the new inbox that's now covered in sticky notes. I have those habit trackers that I showed you. That's something I would consider replenishing as well. My monthly section. I need to go in and add add in those June appointments while I'm here. Oh wait, not June appointments, my July appointments. I'm going back to my monthly spread and I'm adding my appointments. And that's all I'm gonna add because everything else will be on my monthly spread, which also needs to get filled out. So I have like a little overview here. Reminds you I do have a doctor's appointment, just little basic little icon stickers on that page, and then on this page I will write things out more in detail. So I have my A6 monthly spread all filled out as well. I didn't show you that on camera, but it is filled out. And then that's all I keep in my monthly section. I'm not going to do the monthly overview that I did last time because I want to make sure I'm checking this overview instead. I tried that out and it didn't work, so not going to do it again. Then I switched back to these weeklies. I was using the planner spot ones, but I think I do need something a little bit more simple. So I'm using these week on one page by 8 Lotus. So I have a few of these. And I'm trying also like a blank sheet in between them, so I have an area for like scratch notes and any trackers or anything like that. I think I should print something on it because it's a little too blank for my liking. I don't know. So I have that in between. This is the current week. I do still need to finish planning the week, although it is Friday already, by the way. So I have that. So how many do I need for the month? So this is week 1, 2, 3. And so I just need one more sheet to make 5 weeks for the month of July, so that I don't need to add any more inserts until I'm planning August out. So I'm gonna snip those so I can just pop them in and out when the time comes. I'll add another blank sheet in there if that does work out well for me. So that's what I need in my weekly section. And in my daily section, I don't think I have my just 2 daily spreads. I need to print more. But until then, I think I just want to pop a few of these from the planner spot in there just to finish them off. So before I go and print new ones and waste paper, I can use these. So I'm going to keep like 7, enough for a week at a time. So I'm going to throw 4 of them in here. So I can just add new ones after the end of the week. So that's there. My night section, I'm sure is still good. I have some reflection and some gratitude in there. The goals section is good. I know that. The school, oh, I need to add my tracking. So at the end of June, what did I say? The end of June, I said YouTube was at 732. So look, I've reached up to over 700, so I do need a new tracker now, which is kind of nice. So I'm just gonna put a little dot here and put a flag to remind me to make a new tracker. And then as far as Instagram, I hit 2406, so I'm not quite at 20. I'm not quite at 2.5K. I'm at 2.4. So I'm gonna put it like here, and we'll see where July puts us. So that's that section. There's no actual inserts to replenish though. You can take this June sticky note out where I was tracking posts, and I might throw another one in there in case I want to do that again. Put that here. Okay, so I don't need anything there. I know I don't need anything in my school section. My work section is good still as well. I need to make some of these flags when I get the chance. Oh, I could update this tracker as well. that's my work section, and I really need to print some more task management because I have some things I need to take care of in that section. Then my list section is good. I'm all good with that. My health section is good. We already looked at that. I do need to add another page of habit trackers, but I'm gonna try just one page for now. And then my notes section is fine. So I've replenished all my inserts and everything is set. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like my month is pretty much planned out. Just need to do the things that I told you I'm going to do off camera, my content planning and my finance planning. But other than that, I'm all set and ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Real quick though, another thing I might do off camera, if I feel like it, is go back into June and add a few stickers here and there, just for the fun of it. But in terms of planning for July, I'm all set and ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed watching that. I know my process is a little bit complicated, but it is needed as the weeks go on, especially important if I want to make sure I make progress on my goals this month, and that's the plan. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe as always. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.